But he was on Up and Adams because he's part of the FanDuel crew. Up and Adams on FanDuel TV, channel 602. FanDuel TV, formerly TVG. He said he reacted to what Aaron said yesterday. Why are you thinking MVP? It should be Super Bowls. You should never be thinking MVPs. And I understand exactly where Gronk is coming from, and a lot of people took this away. I would like to apologize to Aaron, though, because I said you still got it physically. And he answered that question like speaking as how he thought his level of play was, like where he was able to still play, because he is 39 years old. In this past season, I asked him, like, hey, you feeling healthy? I actually said, you feel good. That was that. And he, bang, rolls into an entire thing. I still think I could play MVP football. So I feel bad about that. But that has become a narrative out of today. And they're right. That's why he would come back and play, though, is for more Super Bowls, I think. So, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you do a little bit more digging. He said, like, maybe like 2 minutes before that, like, if you can't win the whole thing, there's no fucking reason to come back. So, like, yeah, he cares about winning the Super Bowl.
There was a lot of the running with the MVP talk and the whole thing. Dan Patrick Show, who I got nothing but love for, had somebody on. They said something about Aaron and something, and then some of their listeners were tweeting that, you know, he only comes on this show because he doesn't face the hard questions or whatever. And it's like, I feel like we ask about everything, bro.
Oh, yeah.
It's all in our phrasing, I guess.
Great
Is
question.
that? I feel like we do. You asked him. You, AJ, who's like Aaron's type. Would you play somewhere else? You're a Packer through and through. You're the one that brought up him potentially playing somewhere else. Like, when you said it, I was like, oh, good journalism. Like, I didn't know how we were going to get to it, but you asking it was, like, so much better for all parties because of who you are in relation to him. And the answer he gave was a very transparent one. But it was like, I feel like we do talk about everything. I'm sorry we don't just say, like, Aaron, a lot of people think you're a fucking asshole. With that being said, do you fucking hate LaFleur? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's different ways to go about having a conversation with maybe the best person in his position of all time at a sport. You know, I just think that's an interesting thing, personally.
No matter what, though, people will, and I understand it, like, they're going to want us to ask what they think they would have asked in the moment. So I get it. I've watched other people do interviews. I'm like, well, you got to ask them this or whatever, but I'm not going to go online and rant about it.
Oh, I've never done that. I always go like, oh, could have been cool to hear about. There's some great conversationalists, though, out there.
Absolutely.
That's the best interview style, I think, personally.
Yeah.
I think we get a lot of good answers out there. You got to listen to the whole thing, though. Like, yesterday was an hour and some.
Yeah,
an hour and 15 minutes.
That'd be a lot of work. But we do put the clips out, though. So it's partially our fault, too, because some people only see one clip and not maybe another clip, and they don't listen to the whole thing. Because it's very evident a lot of people that are talking about it this morning literally didn't see the clip that got tweeted out 90 seconds before the MVP clip.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people don't even watch the clip. If you put a headline over the clip, respond to the headline without watching the video. So, I mean, that's the world we live in.
Bingo.
It is what it is.
That's me.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Until it ain't.
It ain't what it ain't.
And it ain't what it ain't. Damn right.